and welcome to Sewing Scenes with Deb, and welcome to 2025, a start of a new year, a new word to be chosen. We like to choose one word, and that's our guiding word for the year. My word for last year was gratitude, and whilst I didn't start strong focusing on gratitude as I had hoped I would, I wanted to complete a gratitude diary and be thinking about it every day, but more I ended up really more embodying the attitude of gratitude. So more thinking about it, more noticing things, and really appreciating what is around me and the benefits that I have. And my year ended, sadly, with the loss of Mum, but at the same time, I'm very, very grateful to have had the year that we had and the final times that we had together. And so, yeah, gratitude for 2024 was a pretty good word for me. So I'm wondering what your word was for last year. How did you go with it? Were you able to come back to it? And, I had promised that I would come back to our conversation and keep remembering our word and chat about it a little bit more. And so I think we'll talk about that a bit more at the end of the video and what this year's word is for me. So since we met last, I have made a few things. I've been doing a bit of sewing, and quite some time ago, and I'll just get my trusty book out. One moment, please. So I just get my book out, which I record all of my makes. And back in October last year, I think it was around then at Pattern Emporium, or might have been September, they brought out the Sweet Talker bubble sleeve top. And I love this top right from the start. I reckon it's going to be the best top that I've made for a long, long time. It does remind me a bit of another blouse top that the Pattern Emporium brought out last year as well. But this Sweet Talker, sorry, bit of a scratching noise. I'll just get the image out. The Sweet Talker bubble sleeve top is such a beautiful pattern. It's a little bit more close fitting than a previous make that I have, and it's turned out absolutely beautifully. Now I'll put some images in here. The fabric is a printed poplin, and it's called a pink galah. So how pretty is it? It's only 112 wide, so I did use almost the whole of the 2 meters that I purchased, and I think I got this from Spotlight earlier last year in 2024, and I even write down the price. I paid $26.60 for the fabric. I made a size 12 with the mid narrow neckline, and I also made the shortest length. One moment, please. I'll just get the top. So here it is. It's so pretty, and it's turned out lovely. I made my own bias binding out of the fabric, and I've hand stitched the neckline down. And I wasn't very careful because you can see some of the stitches at the front. But as I always say, a blind man on a galloping horse will be glad to see it. Now the sleeves are lined, and it's done in a particular way that it pulls up the base of the outer part of the sleeve, and that's what gives it the bubble effect. And when you use a bit more of a fabric that's got a bit of structure, like this poplin, then it really holds its shape on the body, as you'll see on the photos. So very pleased with the make, and I'm very pleased that I chose the shortest length. So it's not really, really long, but I like the idea to wear it with jeans or a skirt. and I need to figure out what other skirt aside from jeans, and I've got a denim skirt, but it's a bit hot. So on my radar is to make a lighter coloured skirt so I can wear this, and plain, so I can wear this and some other lovely blouses that I have. So very pretty and very, very successful. I'm very happy with that. Size 12 without bust darts. There's no bust darts in this, and it doesn't need it. I've got a B, between a B and a C size cup in garment making, and the way this pattern is drafted, there is options to take a fuller bust, to cut out a fuller bust pattern, and that will have darts, but I went with just the straight pattern, and very happy with it. So that is the Sweet Talker bubble sleeve top. Beautiful. I had a bit of a hiatus of not making much at all at the end of last year, but I finally did get to make the All in Easy Fit shirt from Pattern Emporium. And the All in Easy, this pattern, I was very kindly, I actually won this pattern as part of a birthday prize, challenge, whatever, with Katrina from Create Something Pretty. And thank you, Katrina, and hi. And that was last year, I think. Was it, Katrina? 2024. Anyway, so I've been meaning to make this shirt all this time, and I am so pleased I got to it. The All in Easy Fit shirt by Pattern Emporium. It is such a very easy, well, it's got a lot of techniques in it. Shirt making techniques, like big finish is the buttonholes, and I was very, very pleased with the way this turned out. Now, I'm not usually one to take a lot of time to make things. I have tended it over the years to rush, and because I was busy doing many other things and very distracted on a lot of levels, I'm distracted from sewing, I was just doing 1 or 2 seams a day and sometimes a week before I got back to it. Well, it really paid off because I really took my time. I slowed down, I concentrated, and very grateful that I did, going back to my word for the year, last year, and it turned out absolutely beautiful. Now, I do have some pictures, so I'll just put these up here. And I chose size 12, just a straight size 12. Once again, there's no bust darts in this. It's just it's a all in easy fit shirt. It's not close fitting at all. Very, very easy to wear. And I chose the basic long sleeve. So there's a basic long sleeve that you can have straight or with elastic at the bottom. Or there's a more of a classic sleeve that has the cuff. I also chose the plain collar, so I did not do the collar stand. Now this fabric, let's talk about the fabric. I don't even know what type of fabric it is. I think it's poly cotton, I'm not sure. But I did get the fabric from a fabric de-stash event that was held a couple of suburbs away from here, and I paid $15 for the fabric, and I'm very pleased with it. It's quite a classic design. So this design's been around for a long time, and I did find the name of the designer, but I've forgotten, I didn't write that down, so I'm sorry. Some of you might know this. So I tell you what, I've hardly not worn this. I keep wearing it all the time. I love the way it hangs and the fact that it's soft and then just hangs beautifully. My buttonholes, I'm very impressed with my own buttonholes, if I may say so myself. They turned out beautifully. So that was really lovely. I put the reverse, where is it? You can't see it very well. The reverse pleat on the back. So you can choose to do a reverse pleat or a pleat. So for this option, the normal looking pleat look is like that on the inside. So I've got a black and white label there that says handmade, and so I popped a bit of elastic in the bottom of the sleeves. Now these are the regular basic long sleeve length, and it's a little bit wider. It's not as fitted. I'm not sure I'll keep the elastic in it. I just find that it cuts my circulation off a little bit. So I'm thinking about that. I'm still bonding with it. But I tell you what, I reach for this shirt a lot. I find that I'm wearing it when I walk, because it's a good sun protection, or if there's a light breeze, because I do walk very early in the mornings. And I'm very, very pleased with it. So all an easy fit shirt, so much so, I like it so much that I've got another one cut out. So that's my next project that I'm about to start sewing. So all in easy fit shirt, it's got 7 buttons, and I did vertical buttonholes, because that was the other thing. Do you do it this way or that way? I got myself mixed up. I went and found another shirt and realized that you do them vertically. And I bought 12.5 millimeter wide buttons. Actually, I didn't buy them. I had them in my stash. They're pretty and they go really well. So very happy with this. Very happy with the makes, and yeah, I'm getting a lot of wear out of this shirt, and I didn't realize how much I would love making a shirt. Who would have thought? The third thing that I've sewn is the Megan Nieson Durban jumpsuit and romper, and this is my the pattern is a lovely pattern, and it's woven, and there's the line drawings. So as you can see, you've got quite a few choices. So you've got the wide legs or the slimmer legs. You've got the sleeves, with or without sleeves, button down the front on all options. You can have pockets as patch pockets or inseam pockets. And you can have the shorts version or the play suit version with sleeves or without sleeves. So I chose to make the view B with the V-neck and the wide legs with the patch pockets and full length. So I have this fabric that I bought from Super Cheap Fabrics in 2023, and it's cotton nautical gingham. It came in 145 centimeter width, and I actually got it for half price. I bought 3 meters, so I've still got a bit left. I think I've got about 0.8 of a meter. I might be able to get a little top or maybe a pair of shorts or something out of it. I don't wear shorts, but maybe something for after the shower every evening. So this is this turned out really well. Yeah, the wide style V-neck view B. I did make an adjustment to the back crotch, this part here. I took it in a little bit more by 3/8 of an inch in a manner that was not unlike doing a sort of started small and then took it out to 3/8 of an inch and then came back to nothing. So because I've got a bit of a flat bottom now, I never used to, but that's the joy of age and everything dropping. So my lower back and my bottom is flat now, and it used to be quite different. So that adjusted that for me. Also, I then realized that it was really daggy in the front crotch area. So I took out a whole nother 5/8 of an inch. These are 5/8 of an inch seam allowance on the whole garment. And I went in by another whole 5/8 of an inch in the inner leg seam all the way. So it has taken it in a bit more, so it's not quite as wide. I did a silly thing. Oh dear. I mean, I don't know why I do these things without thinking it through. I chopped off the bottom thinking, oh, they're going to be way too long, before I even tried them on. Who does that? That's a crazy person. So what I ended up, and then it was not too short, but it's right on, yeah, probably half an inch too short. So then what? So that bit that I cut off, I ended up sewing back on and made it as a facing on the bottom of the pants, which is great, except now I think it's a bit heavy for the weight, like it's weighing it down too much. So I'll just show you here that they're great. They're so comfortable. Oh my goodness, I've lived all this time without a jumpsuit, and I can't believe it. I mean, I do have one jumpsuit. It's kind of not really casual. It's more dressy. But yeah, this is beautiful to just loll about in the house in, or you can dress it up a little bit with a belt and, you know, a nice set of beads or something, and wear it out and about with a pair of nice shoes. So I'm very, very pleased. I think I will make the Durban again, and in the future. I've got a couple of ideas of what I might try and do to change a couple of things. So I'm having a bit of trouble with the buttonholes popping open. Now, I don't know if it means I've made the buttonholes too big for the buttons, and where my tummy is, when I sit down for a long time, they sort of start to come open. So I have sewn them up a bit more, re-sewn the buttons on, and done a few repair jobs already. So that's one thing. I could still change the buttons to be bigger ones. I'm wondering whether the next pair I'd have to adjust the front section. I could put a zip in the front. I'd have to think about how to do that. So I could do that, or I could work out a way so that I can just put ties on the top and just pull it on over my body. I don't know if I'd be able to fit in it. I'd have to try and get this on without using the buttons to see if that would help, if that makes sense, or if that would work. Anyway, so I just don't know that the buttons are working out for me, but I'm still bonding with them, and we'll see how they go. I do have a couple of vintage patterns that have a different approach, so I might have to consider that. I might do a whole different video on that. So, one last change that I made. I moved the pockets. The pockets were literally on the front. See where she's the pink ones? She's got the pockets there. Well, I moved them more to the side. So they're now on the side in the seam, where the seam's in the middle. It's a little bit busy, hard to see. So it's turned out really lovely. It's comfortable, and that's really important when it's hot, and it's cool, unbelievably cool. So I'm very happy with that. So 3 items, and that was made in December 2024. So yeah, very happy with that, and I'll see what I do with this pattern into the future. That will be interesting, so watch this space. So find one word. The principle or idea behind this is not to have New Year's resolutions as much as having a focus for the year, and instead of saying, I'm going to go to the gym 3 times a week, or I'm going to go on a diet, or I'm going to give up sugar, or, a big, hairy, scary goal. The idea of about choosing one word is to more have one word that you fall back on, and one word that you go to, and have that as your intention throughout the year. So as mentioned, mine last year was gratitude, and over the years my sister and I have done this, and one year I had community, one year, well, obviously last year I had gratitude, and other years I've had commitment and different things. So this year's word for me, and also the other, sorry, before I tell you what it is, the other part of choose one word is you kind of meditate on it and just sit with it, and not to be too quick and or hasty in your decision around what the word is, because it's not really your decision. The word chooses you. Well, it's now a week into the new year, and I've been umming and ahhing. I don't know what my word is. I used some cards, some predictive cards, still didn't get my word. And anyway, I've now got my word. It's non-attachment. My word is non-attachment. So what does that mean? I think it can mean a lot of things. Non-attachment to things, non-attachment to outcomes, non-attachment to the future, non-attachment to the past, non-attachment to, I mean, you can do it, clothing, non-attachment to the outcomes of a garment that I'm making. So non-attachment, wow, this is going to be interesting. So I can't say I've ever really honed in on non-attachment before. I'm going to be sitting with that and doing some meditation on non-attachment and just see really what comes up for me. I'd be really, really interested to hear what your word is. If you've done it before, and what sort of word you've had in the past and how that has sort of sat with you and how it has unfolded throughout the year. I think non-attachment will be very interesting to watch it unfold throughout the year. So, yeah, that's my word for the year. So I'm going to say goodbye. Thanks for watching. I hope you have a lovely sewing week. I hope you get lots done. Until I see you next time, stay well, stay happy, and happy sewing. Bye.